Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the FrEEK Show. I'm joined here, as always, with Moose.
Hey everyone.
And today, Moose actually has the FrEEK Show planned. I know literally nothing about it. However, given the intensity of last week's episode, she decided to be nice to me and ended up taking the reins on this week's.
Yes, this was actually suggested by Emily, the same person who suggested the case from last week. I was talking about wanting to do something a little more lighthearted, a little funny, so that we could kind of take a break from the heavy. And this was the suggestion, and I looked into it, and I'm pretty excited about it. It's an interesting one.
Alrighty, so what do we got today?
Okay. Allow me to introduce you to the weirdest creature cryptid thing ever.
Even more than sentient pants?
Not more than sentient, but this one's pretty weird. It's called the Pukwudgie.
The Pukwudgie.
The Pukwudgie.
Sounds like a weird hockey move.
Well, Pukwudgies are magical creatures who live inside wooded areas and swamps, and they're considered spirits of the forest. The word Pukwudgie translates to person of the wilderness.
Oh, interesting.
So, for the physical appearance of Pukwudgies, they resemble humans a lot, but they have much more canine-like noses. They have bigger ears, lips, and fingers, but they're much smaller in stature. They've been compared to, like...
Borrowers?
What?
Borrowers?
No, more along the size of trolls or, like, goblins.
Okay. Like a brownie?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have the ability, though, to shapeshift into, like, animals that are considered dangerous, like cougars, mountain lions, stuff like that.
Cougars, you say?
I hate this. This is already going swimmingly.
Cougars, mountain lions. Which I'm pretty sure they're pretty much the same thing, but go on.
Listen, I'm trying my best. The one time I tried to do a freak show for you, and you just sit here and rag on me.
I'm sorry. You said to make jokes.
Okay. They can also turn themselves into combinations of creatures and look like half human and half porcupine. Or, something to that effect. And...
I can only think of the one hedge knight from The Witcher, from the TV show.
Their height is, like, their exact height is unknown. Like, eyewitness accounts of people that claim to have seen them say that they only reach 2 or 3 feet tall, but others believe they're, like, knee height. And although they are...
Well, I mean, depending on the person.
Off,
sorry, depending on the person.
True. Yeah.
2 to 3 feet might be knee height.
Yeah. But, even though they look a little bit, like, off-putting, they have a sweet floral scent that surrounds them.
So they may look weird, but they smell nice.
Yeah, I sent you some pictures, and I'd like you to go ahead and go look at those. There's 3 pictures that I've sent you. Some of them are the more aggressive-looking ones. Some of them look a little bit friendlier. Just kind of varies from...
It looks like the freaking rock trolls from Frozen, the one that I'm looking at right now. They look like a fixer-upper. Whoa. This thing looks like straight up something out of, like, a video game.
Right?
Like, it looks like an evil thing that you would end up fighting.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like a monster out of Skyrim.
Yeah. Speaking of them looking like evil and menacing, Um,
Sorry, I just
it's
opened
said,
up the third one.
yeah, it's intimidating. It's
It
said
looks
that
like my
anyone who
sleep paralysis demon.
a mood. But it's said that anyone who annoys a Pukwudgie will be followed around by the creature and will either fall victim to its tricks, like being stalked or like forgetting things, so it kind of has the effects of like short-term memory loss, or
Shit. I think I must have been pissing one off my entire fucking life.
right? Or it could be something a little less um, playful and jovial. Um, They might kidnap your children, push you off a cliff, attack you with short knives and spears, use sand to blind you, or persuade you to commit suicide.
I definitely am starting to think that I have a Pukwudgie problem.
So, Native Americans believe that Pukwudgies used to get along with humans, but they turned against them because of a specific tribe. Um, they adored a specific giant, and I believe the way you pronounce it is Mashop. Um, but they were irritated by the Pukwudgies in the area, and they considered them a nuisance, even though the creatures were only trying to be helpful. So the tribe asked the giant to get rid of the Pukwudgies, and he threw them out of the area, slaughtering some of them in the process. Different regions have different views on them. The Great Lakes tribes believe they're mischievous but harmless. Some of the more northeastern tribes believe they'll become violent if they're disrespected, but are fine if left alone. Much like myself.
Mood.
So Pukwudgies are the oldest of mythical creatures in North America, and stories of them originated from several Native American tribes, and they believe the creatures dwelled in the woods and marshes of the eastern seaboard. They're commonly found in areas with other forms of paranormal activity. They've been sighted near Fall River, which is close to Lizzie Borden's home. So where all that went down, they've been sighted in the haunted Moundsville State Penitentiary. And anybody who knows anything about that knows that that is like a hot spot for paranormal activity.
Yeah.
And then Round Rock in Texas, where Bigfoot allegedly lives. So there have been a significant amount of Pukwudgie sightings in the woods of Massachusetts, of all places.
Massachusetts?
Yeah, the police have gotten so many reports that a Pukwudgie crossing sign was erected near the Freetown State Forest. It's wild. But one woman claims she came across a Pukwudgie while walking her dog through the woods, and even though she claims that she left it alone and went home, the creature would commonly appear at her window and wake her up, and the occurrences continued until she moved away.
No shit. I want to move into that house. I want to save me a Pukwudgie. I'll make friends with it. I will leave it like little treats.
I don't think these are like fairies, where these are not like the Fae, where like you give nice little blessings and they leave you alone. No,
Okay, but depending on which folklore you're going with, Fae, I'm not about to pull out any teeth of children to give to it.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, like, leave it a Reese's. Hopefully, it doesn't have a peanut allergy.
That's fair.
Everybody loves a Reese's.
Except for me.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't like Reese cups. I don't. In all fairness, I'm not super big on peanut butter in general.
Okay. Yeah, then I can't see why you would like it.
Yeah. So one man claims he saw a Pukwudgie with fur, glowing red eyes, and a nose like a wolf. When it ran away from him, it released a disturbing moan. And fun fact, there are some like versions of the lore where Pukwudgies themselves, not just their eyes, but they glow. Like crack a glow stick and shake it, glow.
Like Mr. Burns in that one episode of Simpsons.
Yes.
Now all I'm imagining is like Mr. Burns was like animal fur. I come in peace, but I will throw you off a cliff. Release the hounds, Smithers.
So, the Song of Hiawatha, a poem by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, actually mentions Pukwudgies, and it was published in 1855. I'm gonna go ahead and read that just so you can hear like what he has to say about it.
Okay.
It says, "Far and wide among the nations spread the name and fame of Kwisind. No man dared to strive with Kwisind, no man could compete with Kwisind. But the mischievous Pukwudgies, they, the envious little people, they, the fairies and pygmies, plotted and conspired against him." So this, like, very much goes with the idea that, you know, they're mischievous, they, you know, go for revenge, and they, you know, plot and conspire the people that,
Definitely
you know,
sound
do
like
them
brownies. Definitely
Yeah.
sound like brownies. People are going to be like, huh?
wrong. So,
What does a baked good have to do with this?
Pukwudgies, fun fact, appear in the Harry Potter series,
When?
in the books and in the lore.
I've read all of the main Harry Potter books multiple times.
The creature acts as a symbol and house at Ilvermorny.
Oh, the American. Okay. That's
And
why.
if I-
Okay, there was nothing in the original set of Harry Potter books. That's why I'm like, what the fuck?
So, Pukwudgie House was sometimes considered to represent the heart of a witch or a wizard, and it was said that Pukwudgie favored healers. So it's kind of the Hufflepuff of Ilvermorny, and Queenie Goldstein was actually a Pukwudgie.
Neat.
Yeah. So that's kind of all I have for this, but it was a fun one to kind of look up some stuff on because it's wild.
Wild, yeah. Like, seriously, like, the second I saw the name, I'm like, what the fuck is a Pukwudgie? So I just got the notification saying that, like, you shared it with me, and I'm like, what the fuck is a Pukwudgie? And you forbid me from looking it up, which I wasn't going to, because I wanted to be surprised, and I'm so happy I did it.
I wanted this to be a surprise so bad, because, like, okay, so to anyone that watched last week's episode, or, you know, didn't watch last week's episode, last week was a rough week. It was our first true crime week, and Sean did all the research for that one. It was a really rough case, and it was a lot, but I think we agreed that it needed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Emily made a big deal about we did a really good job of, you know, doing the case justice.
Which, thank you for saying that.
Yes, and I think that, you know, it did take a lot out of Sean. It took a lot out of me just, you know, talking about it on the filming night and stuff. And, you know, I wanted to kind of take some of that stress away from Sean this week. I wanted to give him a chance to kind of recoup, and I wanted to surprise him with something that was going to be a little more fun and lighthearted, that he could genuinely give his reaction to, something that was fun to react to.
I appreciate it, and I hope that I'll be watching at home do too.
But yeah, I think that's
about it.
Kind of all I've got for this week.
Yeah, I just, even after seeing like the pictures and hearing the descriptions, have you seen Spiderwick Chronicles?
That's exactly what they reminded me of, and I was
Yes.
like, nobody's seen the Spiderwick Chronicles.
Okay, well, that about does it for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in next week when we do something else.
I think this is the first one we haven't had decided for the next week.
Well, we didn't have anything decided last week either.
Okay.
You had Pukwudgie already planned?
Like, the day after
Yeah, but
2
I'm saying
days
like the
after
day of the
case.
recording.
Oh, no. God,
Like, we didn't have
anything.
anything last week.
That's fair.
But we will do something spooky. I'll figure something out for next week.
Yeah. We'll go between spooky, funny, and
True crime.
true crime. There's no other descriptor for that but true crime.
Alright, thank you guys very much for watching. Stay spooky. Hey guys, thanks once again for watching, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and also, ooh, check that out, I got the Twitter stuff coming up here. Don't forget to follow us all on Twitter, all three of ours is down there. So, yeah, and then, you had something to say, right?
Yeah, so if you are following our Twitter, you will see that I have officially started creating merch for us.
What?
There's a couple of options, and there are a couple of, color options that you can go for. If you like any of the shirts that you see, please message me. I can give you prices, I can give you color options, and I will gladly take that order. Our first order is going out today when this video is coming out, but I can do orders every Friday, so I'm really excited to get that started.
Sounds awesome, and we can't wait to show you guys, like, actually the merch itself. We're gonna showcase that shit as soon as we get it.
Yeah. I have surprise shirt for Monk, and I have a shirt for myself, and then we actually have an order for the Sentient Pants shirt, and I know the two of us are getting one of those for ourselves because they're just amazing. But I'm really excited to get this stuff out there and for people to start seeing it and start wearing it.
Me too. Alright, you guys. Take care.
Bye.